Hi, everybody. This is Nathaniel, pastor at Peace. And I want to not just welcome you to 2018, but take a little while to say hi to you and tell you about some of the great things that the Lord has been doing for us and through us here at Peace. You know, we are richly blessed at Peace to not only have a great family now, but have a long heritage. Right? Everybody has a story, and Peace has its own story. Now, maybe it's been challenging for some of us in the last years because our story has been more one of releasing. And what do I mean by that? I mean, we have seen that some people who would had loved our ministry, been part of the ministry for a long time, people who we had served, families that we had helped form, those people have been set free to go and work and serve in other places. And some of that's just been, people that we've sent off to other Wisconsin Synod congregations near and far. But part of Peace's story has been this ability to affect individuals, to be a transformative influence in their lives, to form them into families with marriage and other things, and then to send them off. And that is a huge gift and a huge blessing. We can look at that and we can cherish that and we can say, we are doing our work as part of God's kingdom. Part of God's great work is not just to put families together, but then to set people out, to send them out to other places and to set them free. And I am really glad that part of Peace's story is this activity of releasing. That sets us free, that puts us in a good place. It gives us a solid basis to go forward in their next step and to continue our work of transforming people. I was so blessed to see that this year. This is a picture from our Easter service, and what a cherished time that was as we saw the families, the kids come together. We brought together individuals, and we saw and we heard how the gospel of Jesus, how the life and the death of and the resurrection of Jesus then meant something to so many people. That was an incredible gift, a huge blessing to see this Easter. And I was so happy to have it, and I can't wait to see you again this Easter. That has carried through in a blessing in worship attendance this whole year. Thanks for coming back, coming to be with us again. It's been really nice to have you, and I hope that you'll keep working with us. I pray that the gospel that you hear at our services transforms you and then sends you out so that you can be a meaningful part of Christian life wherever you are, in your community, in your workplace, in your home, in your city, wherever you are. So keep joining us, and you will be sure to hear that great gospel as you go out. One of the blessings this last year was to participate in some community activities. This is a quick picture from Gus Macker. Some of us went over to the Gus Macker tournament here in town, and we were able to help out with it. You can look at outreach and participating and in the community in two different ways. We can have things that we do ourselves that let the community come to us, but oftentimes one of the best ways to be part of the community is to go out and to join into other things and to provide our own Christian witness and Christian example, to live the gospel amongst the people of the town. That was a great thing that we got to do here as part of the Gus Macker tournament, and that was just one of the examples that we saw this year. We got to help out with the trunk or treat that a whole bunch of churches around town put on. We got to participate in the downtown trick or treating, and there were other events that we were part of. Our community is looking to become a multi-generational community to hold together these generations, and we can do the same thing. So I'm hoping that you will help us be part of our community here in 2018. But probably my favorite thing from 2017 was to hear about the gospel conversations that you were having with other people. I don't think I'm going to forget very soon the one person who came to me and said, Pastor, it was so exciting. I got to have this one experience, And then I got to take that experience and I told it to other people, to family, and to friends. And my one gospel conversation turned into 4 and 5 gospel conversations. And so I just put up a whole bunch of leaves on our tree. That was really cool to see the smile on their face. I don't know if you got to have many great gospel conversations in 2017, but I know I did. I probably didn't even put up enough leaves on the tree for all of those conversations. But it was clear to me in myself, and then as I heard from other people, that the gospel was going out from us, that we were living and breathing as part of our community. And I can't wait to see what all of those conversations do in 2018. I am sure that the same gospel that our Lord has given us, that has produced fruit and growth and change and transformation within us, will do the same in the people that we love, the people around us in a community. And we look forward together then to the future. We were blessed this year to see faces, fun faces, faces enjoying the good news in our children's ministry. And I hope that we can see the same benefits in 2018. One of the priceless and precious stories has been a parent who keeps asking me and saying, hey, when is your education hour going to restart? My kid wants to be there. I can't wait for it to happen again. And that really means a lot to me. That should mean a lot to you. To know that this is a valuable aspect of our ministry and it is really making a difference in young people's lives. I hope that we can continue to emphasize it and expand this part of our work and grow it in the future. Peace has a long history of caring for children, and by changing those children, by letting the gospel impact them to put families together in the future, this is something that we should keep working on and emphasizing. So thank you for your partnership in 2017. We were blessed to see about a 4 or 5% increase in gifts through the year, and that has set us on some pretty decent financial ground. For 2018, we're just asking for a modest increase in giving, about 1 to 2%, so that we can continue the same ministry that we did this last year and then slightly expand it. I hope you will take the time to partner with us in this gospel ministry and to make it ever more meaningful in people's lives. I am quite confident that it is having a positive impact to transform individuals and to form families. And by God's grace, it will keep doing so. So let's commit in 2018 to personal friendship evangelism. What's personal friendship evangelism? Well, personal friendship evangelism is or is sharing the good news with other people that takes place just in a one-on-one or a small group setting. It's a time where we tell somebody else either how we came to Christ, how the gospel has affected us recently, what Jesus has done for us and for our families. There are so many different ways that we can tell our story of what the gospel has done for us. I know for myself, I have a great story to tell from 2017, to tell how the gospel brought me out of a dryness in my soul, how the gospel brought me out of a dark place and gave me joy and light again. That's what the gospel does for us. So let's commit to having 1,000 gospel conversations over the next year with our friends and our family and just seeing what happens. I bet then we will hit the average of 3 visitors in worship each week. And that would be a really fun thing to see. We were blessed with at least 57 people that we could count visiting us for worship in 2017. I know there were more than that, people that we didn't get to count and mark down. There were probably more than 100. So we're well on our way to this average of 3 visitors in worship each week. Let's see if we can hit that for 2018, and God will bring great fruit for us. You know, the sign of a good ministry, of a healthy ministry, is fruitfulness. And our Lord Jesus says, a good tree produces good fruit. That's different from growth or numbers. Fruitfulness often means growth in numbers, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. What fruitfulness does mean is that the gospel is bearing fruit in people's lives. When the gospel is at work in us, we will see that gospel transform individuals and form families. I saw that this last year. I can remember not just the family that I got to marry and how the gospel brought the two of them together, but also other families where the gospel healed hurts and woes and broken promises and restored relationships that have been long stressed and tried. That gospel will keep bearing fruit among us. So keep it close to yourself, keep it close to your heart, and then let it be with others. And by God's grace, by the gospel of Jesus, peace will be a place in 2018 that transforms individuals and form families together. I'll see you around, and God be with you.